So, what is your current salary? Answer.
It's not that easy, is it? Hey everyone, in this video, I'm gonna give you the best answer to the job interview question, what is your current salary? And this is the first part of a new video series I'm doing on salary negotiation. I've been the CEO of a mid-sized company, and I've taught classes on compensation strategy to postgraduate management students in university. So I'm quite excited about this topic. But anyway, are employers allowed to ask you this question in job interviews? Well, yes and no, depending on where you are in the world. But even when they're not allowed, they sometimes do it anyway, so everyone still needs to know how to handle this question. Now, I've got some good news for you. Employers can't access your salary history. There is no central database to which employers have access that can reveal your salary history, what other employers have paid you or are paying you now. The only way they would know what some other company is paying you is if you told them. You can see why recruiters and hiring managers would really love to ask you this, and why some do. This question has been quite effective when directed against candidates that are young, overly accommodating, or inexperienced at job interviews, mainly because interviewers often apply social pressure to make you answer. Techniques like asking it very directly, insisting the answer is mandatory, and amplifying the awkwardness by leaving a large gap in the conversation. You'd be surprised how often these work. Here's something I've had to deal with that you might have the misfortune of walking into. An unscrupulous employer, let's call them Company A, wants to find out how much their competitor, let's call them Company B, is paying their employees. So Company A gets someone, could be one of their managers, could be a private investigator, to pose as an independent recruiter. This recruiter then independently contacts several of Company B's employees, claiming to be trying to recruit them for a job. Now, this job doesn't exist. It's all a ruse to do a seemingly real job interview where they probe the Company B employee for various internal and confidential information, like what they're being paid. And just in case you're wondering, it turns out they can get away with this because they phrased their statements a certain way. So, as you can appreciate, we need a good answer to the current salary question that can shut it down, but neutralize the awkwardness and keep the flow and rapport with the interviewer. When a recruiter asks, "What is your current salary?" a good answer that tends to work well is to say, "Oh, I have a personal policy of not disclosing my compensation history, since there are usually confidentiality and privacy issues. I'm sure you understand." If they prompt you further, you essentially repeat that answer. No elaboration or justification necessary. That answer is all they're going to get, and you're going to have a friendly smile on your face when you give it. In the next video in this series on salary negotiation, we're going to learn how employers assess your value and therefore your compensation. I'll see you then. Always remember, you're highly employable and you're awesome.